Just want to talk generally about professional liability, and generally professional liability is the liability stemming from your negligent performance of professional services. There are all kinds of liabilities that can come to you from a lot of different things. That's why you have different types of insurance policies. But today we're really going to be focusing on the liability that can come to you as a result of your performance of professional services for others. Now, there's some consequences to your professional liability. First, there's damage to your reputation. And Katie, why is this something our listeners should be thinking of?
It's really important because your reputation is what helps you bring in clients, maintain clients, gain new projects. So if you damage that, it damages your long-term potential.
Right. It's something that I always stress to design firms that they need to remember that your reputation is one of the most valuable assets you have, and you can't put a dollar amount on it. And human nature being that what it is, if you do a really great job for your client is going to be happy. They're not as likely maybe to go running out into the street to say what a great job you did. However, if you did a bad job for your client, if you have claims brought against you, if they feel that you were professionally negligent, you can rest assured everybody in the universe will hear about it, and that is going to affect your ability to get clients down the road. And that affects your loss of future business opportunities. Obviously, professional liability results in claims, both insured and uninsured. I think a lot of people always get confused and think, well, I've always got an insurance policy to cover any potential claims. And yes, hopefully your claims will be something that is covered by your professional liability policy or something else, but there's always that chance of claims that will not be covered by a professional liability policy, which means that you will be responsible for those damages directly and not covered by insurance. And we'll give you some examples a little further on. It is also one of the results of having a professional liability claim brought against you is loss of billable hours. And Katie, can you elaborate on that a little bit more?
Sure, Joe. That's problematic because when you have a claim that you're trying to work with your insurance company on and defend, you're out of the office. You're working on something else, which takes you away from your business, and obviously you can't bill hours because of that.
Right. You're not only not billing hours, but you're not out getting new clients. It really affects your firm's business. So, a lot of times, and we'll see in a few moments, a lot of claims may get settled very quickly. They may result in that you're not found to be liable, but from the moment that claim is brought against you, someone in your office has to manage that claim, and that is taking them away from billable hours, from completing that job on their desk, or even going out to find new clients. There can also be civil reparations for a professional liability claim. And Katie, can you give me an example, anything that pops to your mind?
Yeah, the worst one would be that you lose your license, that your license gets taken away from you, and that'd be bad.
Yeah, and that's an extreme example. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. I myself am a licensed architect, and I get a newsletter from the Maryland State Board each month, and it basically tells me what kind of actions have been taken against other architects and engineers and surveyors. So, usually it's a disciplinary thing where they're sanctioned or maybe fined, but if it's severe enough, you may actually lose your license to practice, and your license to practice is your livelihood. One thing to keep in mind is that a lot of these claims may get resolved without any admission of professional liability whatsoever. And the majority of claims in our program actually do not go to arbitration or trial.